coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News starts now.
But once I found out what happened, that was my son's pain that I was feeling. That's right.
Tonight, Tyree Nichols' mom speaking out after police released body camera footage of her son being beaten after a traffic stop. He died 3 days later from his injuries. Now, the Memphis police officers involved, they were 5 and they were fired this week and charged with his murder. Now, the video was released only hours ago with nationwide reaction. Protesters across the country coming together to demand change and justice. This is video from Memphis where they're chanting "No justice, no peace." Meanwhile, in a statement, President Joe Biden says he's outraged and pained by the video, calling it horrific and another painful reminder of the profound fear and trauma, pain, and exhaustion that Black and brown Americans experience every single day. Good evening, I'm Evie Allen. Thanks so much for joining us here at KOMU 8 tonight. KOMU 8's Nate Brenner brings us local reaction from this incident. But first, NBC's
Whether they're here on the clock or whether or not, it really doesn't matter. We want to make sure we highlight our state employees.
How a newly signed bill makes history and puts more money in state workers' pockets.
Plus, why a Columbia man accused of killing his wife in 2006 won't be facing a jury just yet.
Just a wonderful opportunity for them to get to interface with NASA directly.
And how an out-of-this-world opportunity makes it way for students in mid-Missouri. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
It's not just morally the right thing to do, it is also in our own security interest.
The NATO Secretary General says there is no risk-free option when it comes to supporting Ukraine. Today marks 1 year since the Russian invasion. This is the largest conflict Europe has seen since World War II. Good evening, everyone. I'm Evie Allen. Thanks so much for joining us. Cities around the world remembering the anniversary. The Sydney Opera House in Australia went dark before being illuminated blue and yellow. Paris showing its support by lighting up the Eiffel Tower. In Buenos Aires, people took to the streets to support Ukraine. And in Miami, the Paramount World Center skyscraper was lit up with the Ukrainian flag. Well, people across the country are still talking about the alleged Chinese spy balloon that was spotted in multiple states, including Missouri. Good evening, everyone. I'm Evie Allen. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, as you can see on this map, the balloon was seen in Columbia around 1 this afternoon before making its way here. It was first seen over southern Montana. Now, yesterday, that's
Developments today in a local election lawsuit. Up next, what those changes mean for Chuck Basie's case against Columbia Public Schools.
Plus, the FDA makes new plans for the next COVID shot. Ooh, that story after the break.
You're taking a live look over Jefferson City, where the Missouri Senate met yesterday to finalize a few bills. Good morning and thanks for joining us. Today is Thursday, February 2nd, 2023. I'm Sarah Moyers. The bills focused on critical race theory and transparency being required in school curriculums. KOMU 8's Kalia Gaither is live in front of the state capitol this morning to tell us more about what Missouri senators had to say. Hey, Kalia, good morning.
Yes, the Missouri